Hello, I'm playing Dream Daddy today. And apparently we're doing a poker game, not a horse game. There are no horses in poker, unless... No, there are no horses in poker. It's another one of those rules. No horses in poker. Not allowed. So I've been looking at this sentence for a very long time. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Do people have separate coats for being inside? I only have one coat, and that's to leave the house. I never get a coat to go indoors. Anyway, that's been on my mind. But thankfully I now have someone to distract me from that. Across the way I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Condoms, maybe. Hey man, crap, I should have brought something. Haha, no worries man. It's your first time, just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph, however... hover around the patio drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Ugh. Fistma! Glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. Indeed. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. It's that armband. He keeps cards in it. That's what he does. He cheats. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker. Oh, fuck. Oh, I forgot I do voices in this, don't I? There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my thing. Titting? Is that a spelling mistake in a game? I'm giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs and blankets?
Whoa.
Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Energy balls. Is that like those ones that you can get for birds, the fat balls? They're just these great big fat balls. Apparently pretty good. They give the birds a lot of energy. Everybody laughs. Let's just get the game going. We all take seats at the table, and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. God damn it. God damn it, Craig. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Hey, So this is the type of thing where you've got to be like... In poker, apparently... I never understood poker, because it's all about reading people. I don't read people well. But, like... It seems like a game that it just doesn't have... That people try and explain it to you, but it basically has no rules. I mean, there are rules, but it has no rules. Like, you can have a shit hand, but if people are looking at you and going... I think he's bluffing. then you could win on a bad hand. So it doesn't matter what you've got in your hand. You can have anything there. So the cards really don't matter. And it's just it makes no sense to me. So basically what you want to be doing is sitting there like this the whole time. You look at your cards. Just absolutely nothing. Just nothing on your face. Don't do a thing. Don't blink. Don't scratch your ears. Don't, just doing all these things. Don't do a fucking thing. Don't have a tell. There is the tell you can't be doing that. You can't be acting normal in a poker game if you want to win. But then people will accuse you of not playing the game, basically, not letting them win. Hey, Brian adjusted his pants when he's trying to lie. Just hoik them up, there we go. Now, wait a second. And I think you just loudly announced to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. Get fucked. Oh. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? ... Honestly, that man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What are you, a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse? No! No horses! No horses in poker! How many times? Don't you dare! Wikipedia said a tithing, or shut up! Tithing was a historic English legal, administrative, or territorial unit, originally 10 hides. What? And hence 1/10 of 100. Tithings later came to be seen as subdivisions of a manor or civil parish. A tithings leader or spokesman was known as a tithingman. I think he is a youth pastor or something. Whatever. Tijuana Johnny's? What the hell is that? Is that just spicy condoms? Yeah. I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or... Shut up! Or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor call. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow. But soon. For the rest of your life. Oh, I don't really... I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet and this is a backup until I can get it. Replaced under warranty. Horse. I want horses. There are no horses. There are no horses in poker. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We've all dropped our phone in the toilet. In fact, I'm dropping my phone in the toilet right now. We go back to playing. I really got to stop eating these pigs in blankets. Pigs in blankets? I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. There's not meant to be cheese in pigs in blankets, but I think you can do that. And that actually sounds very nice. I got salmon earlier because I just had a taste for salmon. Huh? Ooh, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. Hey. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Brian and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically Vive. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday. But she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Gotta love that poop. Pigs in blankets. It's sausage covered in bacon. Why'd you put a pig in a blanket? To warm it up, obviously. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walk in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Oh. Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs in blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. God damn, these people are being so wholesome. I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Not a good pun. Oh. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop now? Fuck. Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate.
They were flinging their poo!
Oh no, I'm slightly higher up than usual because of this idiot. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Sorry, I got distracted by the word cocks. Matt cocks his head to the side, as well as heads his cock to the side. I'll ask her, though. Amanda does still poop her pants.
I will suck your dick.
She poops her pants, and she also vomits in Hot Topic. That is the joke. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Or a mudslide. Joseph has long since lost all his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. Deals us all the cards. Every card. That's how you play poker. So what's it going to take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Isn't that just the state of whiskey in general? It's always like a little slither of liquid in the bottom of a glass and a big load of ice. What's the point? Just make glasses that big. Just have it really wide, like that, but that tall. There's no point. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Oh. Well, now I'm curious. He's about to unleash the beast. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. Jesus. His truck, not his horse. He doesn't ride a horse. Look at him. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Why do I just nope that? Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Oh, that's why I was folding. Deal the cards. Bry guy. He's a horseman. No, he's not. That would be a highwayman. Are you guys sure you wanna... You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert puts his old workhorse... Shut up! Shut up! Shut up with the horses! Why does every game that I play end up with a fucking horse in it? His only mode of transportation at time... Oh, wait, no. This is him saying this. So I know what... I saw what... fucking hell. Bollocks to it. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like
Stop
you.
it.
Smart.
Get some help.
Talented. Cocksure. Sure of cocks. Great biceps. Really like cocks. I lost everything in a game of pie gow in the back room of Shenzhen Tea House on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near a place I can't pronounce and had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all, many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. Why does he have that on him? Dramatic effect, I think. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
I don't know.
Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine, fine, the whiskey's yours. Then that's why you don't dance with the devil. So, what was it? Were you bluffing, or you did Good reading today. Next week, boys. Next week.
Hey, dude.
You got it. Why is he saying hey? We're leaving. I'll be there. Ugh. I almost had a heart attack. Welcome to the exclusive club of people who are a little terrified of Robert. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Good God. He's insane. He is a bit intense, isn't he? Are we about to get someone pop up here? No? Okay. So I suppose we should probably go... We did Craig and Damien last time, so maybe we just do Matt and Hugo. I don't know, maybe this is how it goes. Matt Seller. He sells mats. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon.
Suck your dick.
Or not that kind of bean juice. Or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Everyone has a daughter, remember. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. Can you have a music that doesn't have waves? Surely that's...
They were flinging their poo!
Surely that's how music works. It is sound waves. If it has no waves, it's not sound. I don't understand music. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup. One drip at a time, baby. If you had one thing to take with you...
your dick.
It's a possibility. It is a distinct possibility with this guy. Look at him. Wasn't he wearing glasses before?
Erections.
Maybe. There may be some erections. If you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? Fine tunes to pass the days away. What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. He's very one-track, isn't he? Although they're all kind of one-track, aren't they?
Aurora Borealis.
No pun intended, by the way, with the one-track. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. That is a weird thing. What's your favourite movie genre? Shit with subtitles? What's your ideal date? We go to the animal shelter and seriously considering adopting a cat. What do you never leave home without? Headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. I can imagine being so deaf to the world because you've got earphones in. Adopt a horse. I'm not adopting horses either. I spend a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? Let's message him about it. Get whatever job you want, just make sure it includes health insurance. Good tire pressure is essential.
I will suck your
None of
dick.
these are tips for the game. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I am actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. Wanna come out? I'm gay. What's a Sound Garden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. What the fuck's a soul patch? What is a soul patch? It's facial hair, isn't it? It's that thing where they just have the sort of strip of facial hair. The tips are better if it's for real life. It does seem that way, doesn't it? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. Plop. Pup is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of our comfort zone. I'm sorry, what was that last thing? There was a thing just at the end there and you didn't get to see it? I log off Dadbook and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets, and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. It's a distinct possibility. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Yes, I think I could see a mullet on this face. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Just progress through time. Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Oh, let me pour on a coffee first. This is going to be a long night. No, seriously, Matt invited me to a concert and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Aww.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? Aren't you 12? How old is she? I can't remember how old she is. I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that. I'm not even ashamed to say it. Is this the same time where you pooped and peed and puked and... What else happens? Oh yeah, she cries. Cries is also something that happens, that comes out of you. No, she hasn't peed yet. She pooed. She vomited, and cried now. Oh, you're not ashamed. You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your trapper keeper. What the fuck is a trapper keeper? Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. What is a trapper keeper? fuck? It's like a couch cushion or something. The hell is that? Oh, it's a folder. It's just a folder. There are different types with like zips on them as well. It's just a folder. Why is it called a Trapper Keeper? It's a folder. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's at a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band? Like DIY gutter punk, thrash, straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work here. Well, it's definitely not going to be straight edge, is it? Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk? C-punk? Jeremy Punk? I think that's a politician. What's Jeremy Punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian. Punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is a kind of big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. Are we reading a Wikipedia right now? What I'm trying to say is just enjoy the music. ... That's it. I mean, yeah, it's not like you're going to jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a set your goals hoodie offers you to buy merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind. Just have a blast tonight. Way out of my comfort zone even here in doing the game. I don't know what was just said there. There was a lot of words, none of them I really understood. She has a driver's license and she's going to move out soon. She's 19. She doesn't look 19. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert-appropriate attire. I see Matt out front locking the door to the shop. Oh. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Are you? You seem to be... Do you change your clothes? I mean, that's rich of me. I've worn the same set of clothes for like 3 days. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Yes, of course. I definitely know what I'm talking about. Ready? I was born ready. It's all about confidence. Yes, of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about. You better believe it. Fellow live music lover, grab those ticks and let's mosh that new... What the fuck? What? New, short for venue. You know, where you go to see dope certs. Are you just making this stuff up right now? How is that turning him on? Ah, man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. Pet Rocks are cool. Leave it alone. Shut up. I have no idea what I'm in for. Do not stick a pickle up a Geodude. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everyone holds signs and cries? Yeah. Hey. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. Hey. But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is going to be awesome. Just hang with me, Fistma, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is scene? Wow. Wow. This guy, super cool. Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they're into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Hey.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. Apparently, I'm overthinking this. Okay, seems a little bit grungy and abandoned. Getting Five Nights at Freddy's vibes here. Vibes? Why am I getting vibes? Vibes? I think it's vibes. I may have just said the wrong word. Why does that sound weird to me? Vibes. No, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, shut up. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place.
They were flinging their poo!
It's a possibility. That might happen here. There might... I just pooped myself. Oh well. Time to puke. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is sea-punk actually a genre? I was wondering about that. Matt, you made it! What? A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. You have a coffee shop. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap?
Hey.
That's my favourite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well. Everyone seems to get coffee this place.
Hey.
Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his apparently moving slightly to the left. Means he's hugging people. Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people! Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bear in the back, where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. He's getting covered in drinks now. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Ah yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these where I realise I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. Sounds like my streams.
Hey, yeah.
Then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. Sounds like my streams. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. Sounds like my streams. ... Sounds like my streams. This fucking thing's calling me out. ... Again! God damn it, where do I put my tongue?
Yeah, sounds great.
See? Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, have a coffee. Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Ha! Let's check out the merch.
Hey.
Blimey. I don't know what's going on here. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in a corner of the room, where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up! Get your merch here! I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and what the fuck? Accoutrements a discerning concert-goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you. You look like a fella who knows... Should be wearing a top hat and like a monocle and have a cane. Pointing with it. Yes, you. You look like a fella who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock outfit. 12-inch long playing vinyl. Sounds yes, Jaden. Dick. Tally ho, good sir. Please stop yelling at me. Tally ho, good sir. Well, see here, fine shopkeeper. Your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of the finer goods in life, trust your wares to be true of spirit? A fine question from a Pablo. Fucking, have you seen Pablo the Drug Mule?
I will suck your dick.
Nothing to do with dicks. I want you right now to look up Pablo the Drug Mule.
No.
It is an advert for a helpline for people who take drugs to get some help. And it is... it's like... I'll fucking show you. It's hilarious. I fucking love it. Pablo the Drug Mule. It's got nothing to do with mules, by the way. Nothing. No horses. Pablo the Drug Mule. Where the fuck is it? It's there we go. It's this. It's an advert.
You know that feeling when you wake up in a basement with a massive gaping hole in your chest? No? Well, I've had better mornings.
Well, there has been better videos. Hang on. No.
What?
Is that
A
it?
goose? Pablo.
Hey, babe, do you know where I can score?
Ah, perfect. A user. Can I ask you some questions about Coke?
Oi, dog! Why are you talking to this jackass, eh?
Oh, hello, Mr. Banknote.
Once he's had a few lines, it's just me.
Really?
Oh, yeah, used to be alright. I used to live in his wallet with a bunch of other notes. But these days I spend most of my time jammed up his nose.
Oh.
It's disgusting, unhygienic.
Well, I can see that it would be a little
Listening
unpleasant.
to him bang on about himself. Look at him, he's boring, so boring. Ha, 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 ha. That'll show him. Watch your brain as a fallout, jackass. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, stop, not again.
Best of luck, mate.
Too much cocaine can change your personality. To find out more, visit talktofrank.com.
Now, that wasn't the advert, but that basically sums up the advert I wanted to show you. It's so good. It's the guy who does the voice of the dog is a comedian on British TV. I can't remember his name. David Mitchell. He is fucking hilarious. And apparently I'm very much like him. Ooh, I've minimised the game. There we go. So that's what that's reminded me of. We're in a club scene. There's someone called Pablo. There may be some drugs going around. A cocaine dog, basically, yeah. He's what is known as a drug mule because it's hidden inside him and he's like carrying it like a mule. But yeah, the adverts are just fucking hilarious. I love them. So anyway, Pablo. A fine question from a discerning patron. Oh, the game's gone. There we go. I'm sorry, are you stealing my man? Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looks lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, man?
Oh!
Is this your daughter? Wait, have we met your daughter? Do you have a daughter? They all have a daughter. Oh, I just need to have a bit of coffee in me. Day by day, man. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Your mum, doing better? She's still single. That has some connotations. How's your mum? She's still single. Sounds like you've done something to her. She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that connect and have to deal with you every single day. Fair enough. Who's your bud?
Oh.
That's Fistma. Fistma Bumole. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Indeed, he does. Is Fistma cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. Like that. What do you think? Am I cool? I totally know the music. Yes, I am all that. Why does it say PvP on the hats? It does say PvP, doesn't it? Rather than pup, it says PvP. I eye him back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude. I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Talk to Frank. Kid plays the hell out of a bass, the instrument, not the fish that I was just thinking about. I need a sandwich with that salmon in. Yeah, man. When are we starting our Witch House band?
Yeah, sounds great.
Witch House. Just cackling. You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, how am I meant to pronounce those crucifix, the triangle, veil, crucifix, wouldn't have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band t-shirts.
Yes.
We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. A mandolin?
I will suck your dick.
And a harpsichord. How old is this music? Have they just been, like, sucked through time? Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys! What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most fucking hell. I think we need to. They need to be ended. Fuck, what volume was I on? Don't just shout rock and roll. That's not what's happening. I think I was on 19%. Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did that... What the fuck? Cellist? Cellist? Just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turned to Matt and tried to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out there, huh? What? Ask again. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? So you... Ha! Yeah! Matt turns back his attention to the show. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Try to enjoy the music. That actually improved it. I would rather listen to 3 hours of farts. Oh, it ended. No. It started again. Okay. It ended and started again. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing this same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends. But only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage, crying. Matt and I both pull out our earplugs. Pull our earplugs out. That's what that says. Man, that was something. I promise. Is it PUP or is it meant to be PUP? PUP? ICUP? Is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. ... Let's grab another beer. We'll need it. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? How did I get here? What am I doing here? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt. Oh. Almost lost you, buddy. I just had an existential crisis here. Phew, I got really nervous for a second there. Hey. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Yeah, PUP really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, weren't we asking this earlier when he couldn't hear us? It's very obvious he didn't want to answer. Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favourite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and concerts and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Just saying, he grabbed me, I blushed, and suddenly had the urge to pee. They were flinging their poo! Not poo. The sudden urge to pee. Erections. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Oh! I've got a solution to that.
I will suck your dick.
This is going very well, by the way. Clip it. Clip that. That was good. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeeze my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner... What? She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty... Oh, right, okay. Right. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Was she drawing on her face? I squeezed my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house. Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually... I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's like a thing that goes like that. But like... I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. Ah, one of those. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap! The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as PUP, something that I have been trying to do, plays their first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Isn't he like right at the beginning, like right at the front? Grow your own vegetables. Oh my god. Everyone's rushing to the main stage to watch PUP play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all these rowdy youths. Avoid those youths. WASD? Okay. Ow. Ow.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
You try.
DVP. But really, Content ID demands a serious convo. But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no. This is a dating sim about getting with dads, no less. Oh god, how did we get here? What are we doing? What a mess. What a mess. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. Body beauty body bum dum beauty body bum. So we added the song that you're
How long
listening
does
to
this go
right
on
now.
for?
Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pop and their song DVP. DVP. DVP.
Is that it? All right then, I will. Okay. So that was apparently the music that they were talking about. And quite likely the next 6 minutes of this stream is going to be muted. That is if I have the audio. Hang on. Is my Firefox audio going through that one or this one? Ah, Firefox audio is going through both. Okay, so that would have gone to Twitch. Okay. Okay, well, I suppose I should have a quick break while this is all muted. Quick break, yeah? BRB.
I will suck your dick. I will suck your dick.
Directions.
They were flinging their poo! Okie dokie, that should be enough. And if it's still muted at this point, or even if it isn't, maybe we got lucky, then tough. Whatever. It's only a few minutes out of a several-hour stream.
Erections.
And many erections. Okay, after searching and searching, I realise it's impossible. I'll never be able to find Matt in this sea of subculture. I guess I'll just camp out here. I watch Ugh. Oh no, it's actually Pup, isn't it? It's not PUP. I watch Pups set by my lonesome out next to a bunch of 20-somethings, yeah. I can tell they're judging my clothes, and I want so badly to grab them by the shoulders and explain the usefulness of utility pockets, but I try to focus on the concert. Man, I wish Matt was here. The show finally ends, and I wait for Matt outside. After a minute or two, Matt spots me. Oh. Dude! You sure are a sight for sore eyes. Sorry I lost you back there. It's all good. Wasn't it a great show? Totally. Would have been more fun with you, though. Well, next time I guess we'll just have to hold hands the whole time so we don't lose each other, huh? I laugh. Am I blushing? Am I puking? Did I pee myself? I might have peed myself. You hungry? Starving. Follow me. Matt and I walk to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs. And fart at each other, apparently, in a corner booth. So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo. but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me, and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then, out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. It was red. I bought him a beer afterwards, and we're cool. So we still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man. Just goes to show you that punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So how did you get to see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all... It got us to travel all around the States. That's a weird sentence. Whoa. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo. Pablo! Hey. Oh man, everyone loves Pablo! His mum's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmen? Oh yes, Carmen. Carmencita. Who I'm just calling Carmen, because Carmencita's a bit of a mouthful. She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. Hey. It'll be loud, and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Your blood's going to be so thin. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmen. Excuse me. Rebellious phase. But I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I suppose shitting and puking yourself isn't exactly the quietest thing in the world, is it? I think it would be good. Not erections. Maybe a little bit. I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Hey.
Like what? Fashion, consumerism, big-budget remakes of foreign films. I mean, consumerism doesn't really work because he has a shop. Fashion doesn't really work because he's... I wouldn't say he's fashionable, but he's well-dressed. Big-budget remakes of foreign films. We'll have to go for the films. Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I think we just have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert, and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation, always. Sounds like my streams.
Hey.
You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night... Excuse me. They're both shitting and puking in Hot Topic. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably going to feel it in my knees in the morning. What was I doing on my knees? What was I doing on my... I wasn't doing anything on my knees. Ha, you and me both. What was he doing on his knees? He's got a nice smile. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Manda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. What is wrong with him? Seriously, he thinks I'm cool? What kind of idiot is he? Blind leading the blind hut. This is what I'm thinking. Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm hitting the hay. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. Take care of your health while you're still young. Date complete. Recliner, fiscal responsibility, cool, grunge, indie, crowd surf. Huh.
Yeah,
B?
Like that.
What the fuck do you think? What the? Huh? What? B? How did I get a B? Is it because I failed that minigame? Like,
Welcome.
I didn't know there was going to be a minigame. Oh my god, Craig's talking to me. No! B does not equal horse. Hey, buddy, so I have a favour to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's gonna be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? Egg in a pan, egg in a pan, egg in a pan. I'm not sure what... I mean, I know what that's usually used for. But I'm going to assume rain. And then... I think it's eggs, eggs, eggs. Eggs... Oh. Eggs. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Squirt on my face. Okay. I love food. I especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Hands together. And... Oh, sweat. Sweat! He's not... Nobody's wanking onto each other's face. Okay. I really hope that's a sweat of relief. eat that dinner. Okay. Now, I was hoping to get to the teacher to do that one next. But it seems we're going to dinner with Craig and Robert, which is going to be horrific. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decided to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig is waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand.
Bro.
Fistma boy! Fistma boy! I am glad to see you. Likewise, classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine, it's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy is an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. That would explain a lot.
Dude.
One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still. If he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash can. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Bee boo, bee boo, bee boo. Yeah, I was getting that as well in the little. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know, that's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Fistma. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet.
Nice.
Wow, celebratory door is open. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me.
Hey.
Fistma! Didn't know you'd be taggling along. Didn't know you'd be taggling along.
Oh.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Didn't he have an American accent? I'm not very good at it, but I'll give it a go. No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but I think they're all meant to have American accents. But I'm English, so that's not going to fly the entire time. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room.
Oh.
I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Betsy? You got a dog called Betsy? That's a strange name for a dog. I've never known a dog to be called Betsy. Cows? Maybe. Horses? Most likely. But not dogs. There it is. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dogfighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Anyway, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like... Osso Bucko.
Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, was the dog fighting thing real or was he kidding? I don't know. What's Osso Bucko? I don't know. Did he make that word up? I don't know. Until I have Osso Bucko in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert finally walks into the room carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them. You don't trust dining tables. Why do you not trust dining tables? Is he actually just super eccentric and not messy at all? He doesn't oh, fuck's sake. He doesn't trust dining tables.
Hey.
I also don't have real people plates. Why does he not have plates? Hope that's okay. Does he not trust plates? Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. It looks like meat. Maybe lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Whoa.
Oh my god! I take another bite. The medley of flavours in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender, and the risotto... risotto? We say risotto, but reading that looked like it said risotto. Americans say risotto. Risotto. But it's actually risotto. Pidgeotto has taken a photo of his risotto. I think that's what it is. It's so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash. One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid, and I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my ma's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from bus boy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship? ... Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good, I don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food's good, it should speak for itself. I'm on board with that. Fuck the presentation. It doesn't have to look good. As long as it tastes good, it's fine. This Osso Bucko, whatever that is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon berry savarin. Savoring over that lemon berry, tish. I don't know what that meant. Well, aren't you just full of piss? Craig looks over at me. Surprises? Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner any time. ... Craig. I'm gonna go get seconds. He's moving in on my man. Me too. After consuming way more osso bucko than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever Savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company, especially if there's osso bucko involved. You always try to make others around you happy. Oh, so it was like a little side mission. Okay, Hugo. Let's get this out of the way because Hugo is just not the type of guy that holds any. He's got nothing. He's literally got nothing. He's not been impressive at all. Especially not with the Ned Flanders moustache. That's a bit strange. If he shaved, maybe, but. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of the scholar. Is that scholar? Scholarly articles on the 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to sell me that son. What the fuck? If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. I forgot his son's a bit of a wrong one, isn't he? On a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Nerd! If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A remembrance of things passed by Marcel Proust. Nerd! What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Nerd! Oh, I'm getting all bunged up again. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star? Or a nerd? What's your favourite movie genre? Documentaries on art history? What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Let's message him. Nothing can beat reading in print. Go ask your mother. That was a tip. Go ask your mother. These are the two most attractive daddies in the game. Yep. Him, Robert, and what was it, Matt? I would. No way out of my league, though. Type out a message. Hey, Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? Uh-oh. I'm so glad you messaged me. And I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favour to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. No, you can't do that, because I would need to be staff in their school for them to trust me. You need to do a criminal records check or whatever it is. CRB, that's it. Or whatever. Oh, fuck. He types fast. He has to. And because Fistma is clearly a sex offender. Indeed. Going on a field trip, blah, 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 replace them. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids. Yes, it is. a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal, and then immediately pukes into it. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Now she's got Robert's voice for some reason. Hey, how was middle school for you? Aww. Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Or just being on one of my streams.
No.
Aww.
Everybody sucks. Sounds like one of my streams. No self-awareness. Sounds like one of my streams. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 hours a week, doing long division and starting fights. Fucking just leave it, okay? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. They should. What was your middle school experience like? I don't remember. I didn't like it. I thought it was fine. I'm so old, I don't remember. Are you going to play this game one day? Me? No. Why not? Look at it. It's a good answer. It was so long ago, we probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with the tiny skulls of the animals we had slain. You probably had to walk uphill in the snow both ways too, huh? Yeah. I grew up in Scotland. And we liked it. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. Apparently someone with very bad judgment.
At this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory, which sounds disgusting. What even is clam chowder? I'm going to look it up, because it comes up occasionally, and I don't have a fucking clue what it is. What even is a chowder? It looks disgusting. It looks like sick. It actually looks like sick. Okay, maybe not that one, but it's sort of lumpy and weird. Ugh. But then again, I've had worse looking pastas. What is a chowder? Is it just the creamy sauce? Ugh. I mean, it might be okay. It might taste fine, but it does look horrible. Maybe it's just these pictures are bad, I don't know. No, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Anyway. Sounds like a euphemism. It would be. It's a euphemism for someone's gaping cum-filled arsehole. I don't know. The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory.
Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
Oh, is that what you?
Well, you
won't,
can't grow
is that why
parsley.
you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. See you, Cameron. It haunts me. And nobody noticed either. He puked into the clam chowder. Nobody noticed. Right. Let's leave that story firmly in the past, as well as that fart. I am getting a bit... I probably should have made a coffee. Excuse me. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda and I get to... What the fuck? Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Everything makes you nervous. What, are you worried that a whale is going to out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Hush your mouth. Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. Penguins, not horses. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. She then crumbles to dust. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the horse buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their horses in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. The place is on fire, and I haven't even
Well, you can't blow concrete.
You two are just ganging up on me right now. I'm getting gangbanged.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
By chat. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. He has absolutely no command over any of his kids, okay? This is why I have no respect for him. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. Don't be using your posh words at me.
So it would seem.
We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great! Well, it's you. It's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids.
No. Your dick.
They're over here.
Cameron.
Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your
So it would seem.
Directions.
Did you hear that? My headphones fizzled out for a second.
In this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
No.
That was really weird. It all just went mute. It's like, and it all came back. Maybe I'm running out of battery? Shouldn't have, because I changed them before I started the stream. Maybe I just went deaf. I don't know. Let's change the batteries again. Oh, fuck. Overloaded with noise. It's a possibility, but it may also have just lost signal for a brief period.
Well, you can grow all sorts of things.
Well, you can't.
Can you
grow
guys
concrete.
put your phones away,
can.
he says. All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. They then go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. Why does he always sound like he's in a cupboard? See it, Cameron, by the way. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way they're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all. We'll see. This looks very different to the normal art style. A bit too cartoony. The classes start filing into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Horse. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just drugs. It's fine. Busy work so that the teachers can have moments of reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? The sea is in a lot of books. Next question. We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. Careful, that could get you
grow all
killed.
sorts of things, can't you?
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can.
The stingray god will apparently turn you into a horse.
See you, Cameron.
They will smite you with their stinger. Do they have stingers? Do stingrays have stingers? Why are they called stingrays? I've got to do a Google for stingrays now. I know they might have. I think they've got like a barb, but like, I'm beginning to wonder how what's his face got murdered by a stingray, since they don't seem to.
Directions.
Stingrays. Stinger? Oh, it's in the tail. Okay. Okay, that's why I couldn't imagine it, because I couldn't see it being like if you had a stingray on you, that would feel dangerous. Like if it had like a barb that came out, like a spike, just that would be dangerous. But people are doing that all the time. Why are they not getting murdered? But it's in the tail. I'm still wondering how that happened. Fucking, what's his name? The guy who got killed by a stingray. Oh, fuck it, who cares? He messes with animals all the time. Steve Coogan, that's the one, yeah. Steve Coogan. Aha! Ow! We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids. Okay. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly coloured fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Why do I care? Give me a reason. Why do I care? Irwin. Yes. Steve Irwin. Is it Irwin? That doesn't sound right. I think it is Irwin. But for some reason it doesn't sound right. Stephen Irwinius. Their spines are venomous too. Thanks. I came here to look after kids, not be lectured by a teacher about fish. What's wrong with your face? What happened there? Did you get stabbed by a stingray? You look like you've been poked. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. Or just hanging around near the bottom. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they're just like... Yeah, they just like keep it here. Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Just tissue necrosis. You get dead feet. You end up with 1 foot in the grave. Cool. Nature is wild. That's the nature of nature. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. I don't. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the American longfin, blue-nosed wiggly fish, humphead wrasse. We're going to have to go for the humphead, aren't we? Yeah? Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, political fish trivia, paranormal fish trivia, ghost fish. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, it's not an actual horse. That's the vampire horse. Force.
Oh.
Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack. Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Oh.
You are so easy to please. Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. They jump in and they just start swimming with the sharks. It'd just be great. It would just be great if they were just so unbothered about the fact that these kids have now gotten in with the fish. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The riplets in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. And then he died. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow!
Hey!
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? No, Fistma. One's eating the other. Out. Well, we stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life as they quietly and vigorously shag. Or just spray their guts all over the place. That seems to be how fish work. The ocean's nuts. Get these fucking sea cucumbers stuck up your ass, and then they puke their guts all over the place. It's horrible. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for fucking... Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Fistma? I think I'm good. I think I should stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative, especially if you get hurt. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. Yeah, indeed. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. There are no horses in this aquarium. Not even a horsefish. Not... Seahorse, that's it. Not horsefish. Where'd I get horsefish from? Catfish, maybe. Dogfish. Horsefish. It's just got a horse face. And then fins. Nothing. All I said was nothing. Remove the horseshoe crabs only to eat little hang on. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams. And the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. You say that, but I am fully aware of the incompetence of many people. This is a life lesson. You cannot trust that someone has done their job properly. Anybody. Even people working in a profession. You just can't. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. Feels like fun, slimy leather. Speaking of... thoughts go through head. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? Not really. In fact, the more I know about things, the more I realise how many people are involved and how many things other people could have fucked up. I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigour for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me for the fucking... we bond over an anemone. Over a weird tentacle. Ugh. This music is so basic, isn't it? Yeah, bee boo bee boo bee boo. That's it. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish, not me. Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometimes. It's just grabbing everything like a baby. Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think she might need a bad cop. Look, kid, we don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, he got like black smoke come off him. I am strong. I am stronger than you. I don't care about my public image.
I don't know.
Fistma, please don't say that. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. That's correct. I am not a teacher. That's why I can say whatever I like.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time, we won't say please. I'll get a gun out. Hands up. It's just a water gun. It's just to squirt her. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping the book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Sweet manchego.
Why does he sound like he's in a cupboard? Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan! What was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was going to die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Don't play with guns. Susan skulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Oh.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounding us.
Erections?
And several erections. Look over there. Hugo points to some seahorses, fuck's sake, gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Hey.
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids. Awkward teenagers. Awkward teenagers. Why am I trying to make that? Awkward teenage years too. All, however, many thousand of them. All, however many thousand. Okay. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
Rips off his head. You're a whale all along! It's not really my speciality, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, you don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point, but I still don't trust the oceans. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to the favourite part of our tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Penguins! Fucking love penguins. Yes, we get to see the penguins. Do we get to take one home? Never mind the horseshoe crab. I want a penguin. Hell yes. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the horse enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god! There's a student in the horse enclosure! Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours?
Oh, no.
Shush. Stop using actual words. It most certainly is Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? Yeah, you gotta let the penguins out. We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
Oh, no.
I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody! Everybody! Everybody, I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and I'm greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst. Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. I get my gun out. I'll squirt you. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground. Avada Kedavra! But the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. What the fuck? Why does this school have kids that seem to think that the penguins want freedom? I mean, I get it. We ourselves do not like being captured, essentially. But the thing is with animals is they don't really care about that. They don't think of themselves as trapped. They just think of this is where they are.
Aurora Borealis.
They don't have a sense of... I mean, it depends on their conditions, but if they're treated well, they don't have a sense of being captured. They just live. That's it. They know they if they're treated badly, then they care. If they're not treated badly and all their needs are met, they're fine. They don't give a shit if they're in an enclosure. It's strange, but also true. I think lions and tigers are a little bit more sort of, but yeah, they don't have that sort of. They don't have the appropriate knowledge to know that they are not in the wild. I mean, they know they're not in the wild, but they know they're not. I'm trying to think of the word. They know that they are not under the control, not under the influence either. They know that that they are reliant on the people who look after them. And so they sort of make bonds-ish with the people who look after them. But they're still wild animals. They're not pets now. They are still wild animals. And they are still dangerous. Even penguins can be dangerous, but they learn to, curtail their wild tendencies. They are. It's a complicated subject, and I don't have the words for it, but you get it. Let the penguins go. They deserve freedom. These penguins do not care. Where are they even going to go? They're going to live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We're going to get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions, so they don't all live in cold climates. If you're splitting hairs here, did I mention that they don't fly? This is what I mean by he holds no command over his students. If this is the type of shit that he's a teacher, okay? He's meant to have this shit ready. He's meant to be knowledgeable, and he's busy flapping, going, oh, but they're birds, but they don't fly. Yeah, great. Everyone knew that. Everyone knew that from birth. Most people did. Did I just get another bit of fucking dandruff off my fucking eyebrow? What is it with my eyebrows flaking off? I don't get it. I felt like that went in my eye. I did that yesterday as well. When I was looking for like images for my thumbnails, I scrolled past and I just saw it. Just like on my eyebrow there, it just fucking fell off. Being human is gross. I wish I was an animal. Crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law, try to relate to her, bribe her. I'm curious what we would do to bribe her. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay. Well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other $8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realise there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're going to have to block these birds. Block them birds.
Block that bird.
Oh, okay. Slap. Hang on. Ooh. Ooh. How did you do that? Hang on. Oh, I can do it as many times as I like. There's no limit. God damn purple penguins! No, 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 no. No, you don't. No, you don't. Bribe that teen. The penguins! Mission complete. Okay. 3. Why did you have to calculate that? Yay! Bribery works. The extended cut is the only cut worth watching. Phew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. Do you realise that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was a thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
What?
What? We all say what at the same time. Just, I'll pay you later. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose so that they can compare animal thief's notes. You're not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
Fistma, did you just bribe a child? I am not a teacher, okay? I can do whatever the fuck I like. I bribed a child. I don't know what she's talking about. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our life. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. that person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, fucking hell, it really has felt long. The whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load onto the buses. Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Fistma, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. Do I have to pay you now? Was there a bribe? I think What did you miss? I think I bribed a child, and he was not happy. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? I'm all about cheese. I love cheese boards. There is nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. I have no... It's all cheese. There is nothing more satisfying than cheese. Great. Well, I got it again with the eggplants. Great. Well, I got to go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. How? Why? Because they were trying to steal a penguin. And then there was this mini game where I was slapping the penguins, which is not a euphemism. I was literally slapping penguins, and 3 escaped. And then I bribed a child. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. I did not steal a panda. That panda already lived here. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework? How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kids tried to steal a penguin.
Aww.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You got to go in the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen, thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert ops. A covert op. He usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's a teacher, that's their job. Except, they're meant to have a little bit of authority, and he doesn't have that. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. That's a lie. I'm lying to her to make her feel better. How much money? I think it was like $12. It was meant to be 20, but I only had 12 on me. I don't know. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm going to go rest my eyes. Because these glasses, they are some thick lenses. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Medicine is not always the best medicine. Well, I'm glad that's over. Bribe, touch tank, Colin.
A+.
Who's Colin? Who's Colin? Moustache, automotive care, and
Welcome.
something I didn't
You've
get to say.
got dads.
Oh my god. Who now? Fistma, listen, this is you from the past. Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier. This morning, when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good. Apparently I've got to go buy ice cream. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully planned to eat directly from the tub. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road? Pistachio? Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? ... You're cool, right? I'm so cool. I'm shocked you even have to ask, Dude Meister. Oh my god, I asked the wrong person. Could you just help me out? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? No. Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like, Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal? Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for blue cranrazapple vortex. Okay, he'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue Crazen Void Starer, but can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. ... Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy some more ice cream? Because it's working. I'm so oblivious. Okay. I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink. It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look. I'm going to pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old... What the fuck is that? The old Baphomets cough syrup. And that is... What sort of reference is that? And then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram and stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. Whatever that is. What if I give you 25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child. The mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second, that's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Oh my god, the cops are arresting him. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car, and he's not getting bummed. Ernest, did you seriously just try and get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? What if I said no? I know his name, but I don't know him. I'm friends with his dad. My daughter goes to school with him. Never met him in my life. I could deny everything, but I think I'm friends with his... I think I'm friends with his dad. I wouldn't say we're friends. I'm friends with his dad.
Yes.
Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. Emphasis on the sack. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid. He's not a good kid. We've just established he's not a good kid. I'm this boy's father? Oh, it's Robert. Why is he getting involved? Turn around to see Robert walking up the street and toward the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. You're not getting a lawyer. Straight to jail. Straight to jail with that kid. Oh, I heard movement behind me. First of all, Good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. ... That's fine. Robert gets wistful twinkle in his eye. It's all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks, I want to say. Richard? Ouch! Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life, just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you! Hey, Fistma, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us. Which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet! God damn it. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Oh. Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm asking about. You work hard, Fistma. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio, you deserve it. We arrive at the cul-de-sac. Emphasis on the sack. And Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around, Fistma. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your Scar days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. He knows too much about me. Is Robert a cop? Robert Cop, yes. Otherwise known as RoboCop. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream, and also Amanda. Good God.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I think that's enough for tonight. Enough of that. Right. We've only been going for 2.5 hours, but I'm actually starving to death. All this food talk and everything. I'm not going to swap to Pokemon tonight. Because really I just want to get some shit done tonight. So yeah, Fistma Bumole is not greater than Fistma Balls, or is greater than Fist. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Just eat on stream. No, that's gross. So yeah, we did 2 today, and also I'd say like half of like Robert. I'm not really sure what's going on with him, but I think if we do Brian and Joseph, which is going to be absolutely awful, next, then we just do a whole one on Robert, unless we do 3. I don't fucking know. Then we'll have gotten through a huge chunk of the game, I think. Yeah. So yes. Tomorrow will be Pokemon. And then we'll do more of this. So thank you. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new and you're still watching, please give us a follow. That'd be very much appreciated. For now, I'm going to be sending you over to somebody. Who have we got? Oh, I don't have my thing up. We have Stevenator. There is also... Eventually it's going to show me everybody.
directions.
Okay, it's just
I
Stephen
will
Ater.
suck your
All right,
dick.
I will send you over to Stephen Ater. There you go. So, tomorrow, Pikachu will be out, Eevee will be out, all my Pokemon will be out. And at some point I'll remember to eat before the stream. Okay, so, yeah. Thank you, and bye-bye.